Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to the 43rd session of the Deviants and Dorks campaign. I hope you're all having a great day. It's been a hot minute since our last session. I apologize for that. There was a bit of issue with both scheduling, and last week I was very sick. But we're back, we're ready to continue, and I think without further ado, let's hop in with the players.
Yeah.
Hello.
Burrito.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
How are y'all
Hello.
doing? Welcome.
I want to
Eh.
show off more Pokemon cards, but you're gonna get mad at me if I do.
Yeah, we are streaming D&D. And then after stream. Okay. We're here for the 43rd session of the
My
Deviants and
grippers.
Dorks. Oh my god. We're here for the 43rd session of the Deviants and Dorks campaign. I hope you're all having a good day. Before we start officially, is there anything that you guys want to shout out? Any projects that are in the work? Any big plans?
Nope.
Nah.
I'm eating a burrito.
I'm gonna stream at some
I'm
point.
working with Supermassive
Yay.
on a client brief with my uni work.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
I'm working with an actual game company.
Oh shit.
I haven't
Oh,
done any of the
really?
work. Absolutely not.
Max mood.
Okay. Then I think without further ado, it's time to start the campaign.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Last session, you were all taking a train from, damn, I am rusty, from Lightport to New Beginnings. And during the train ride, the train and its occupants were attacked by a purple worm. You all fucked it up. Holy shit. You all...
Yeah.
I didn't help.
Oh, yes.
I made that fight harder.
Yeah, you almost
Well-
got you and me killed because I was trying to save your dumb ass.
That would have been a really easy fight, like a super easy fight, if it weren't for the fact that I'm stupid.
Actually, no,
you
it
gotta-
was
you gotta
great though.
You gotta put on the stupid tax.
I was
for-
so ready to have like our last words and just like the amount of memes from our deaths.
I was ready to slay that thing.
Oh my god.
I was putting so much into making sure that fucker stayed slowed.
Yeah, you would. I appreciate it.
Give me one moment. I have to check something.
From now on, I promise I'll read the players against the DM chat.
Oh my god.
No, I won't.
Wow.
Lol.
To be fair, I don't check it much either.
Yeah,
Well, it's not
Yeah.
active when
I
we're not
stay
trying
in
to plan
character.
something.
I do everything in character. If I know too much information, then I know too much information. And I'll get
We're
too
just
smart.
trying to plan stuff out.
Like,
It's not
I
looking
said
up
this,
information.
I think
That's-
yesterday that the only reason that Hemlock doesn't put more shit in their mouth is because I put a barrier between their mouth and the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But either way, the doctor got swallowed.
Yep.
Temporarily. That was a fixed issue. But everything seems to have solved itself out. You all fucked the worm up into it starting to flee. And through the help of Daisy, got the doctor out of the mouth before it ended up running away. You all started making sure the survivors of the attack were all right. You contacted Tara via the ring that the doctor has to inform about the attack.
The incredibly cursed ring.
What do you mean? It's totally not cursed.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like the necromancer
We're never gonna trust
told-
anything you say.
It's not like the necromancer told me that it was cursed.
Yeah,
or
totally
anything.
not. No, it's totally fine.
No. Definitely not
Um,
cursed at all. No.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Not like you physically are unable to take it off.
Oh yeah.
Totally not.
I still find my reaction to that was like, I can no longer take off my glove.
Yeah.
That was my reaction to I can't take it off. Not oh no, I can't take it off. Just oh no, I can't take my glove off.
You have to take. You can take most of it except that one finger off.
Does that mean that you can't properly wash your hands when you go to the washroom?
Lol.
We can get around that. We can just cut the like finger of the glove off and they
No.
get you new
Or you
gloves.
Cut the-
wash the glove.
Or you just cut
I'll
the
cry
finger
about it a
off.
little bit.
Or just cut the finger off
Yeah, no,
and take it all off.
I have
Yeah.
actually seriously considered that.
Yeah.
Please,
Okay.
That wouldn't
Please
be that
don't cut your
hard.
fi-
You
don't-
could just
please
you
don't
could
cut your
just
finger
cut the
off.
doctor's fingers off and
My
then
gosh.
Not the
and then
finger.
take the
Like,
finger,
the finger of
and
the
then mend it
glove.
back on.
You have access to the remove curse spell. You don't need to cut your character's finger off.
Don't worry
also
about
it.
works.
I'm just talking about cutting like the finger of the glove, not the doctor's
Oh.
finger.
I was talking about cutting off the doctor's finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Continuing.
Anyways.
You all kind of calmed down, did your best to calm the survivors of the attack, form a plan which you have in mind for the morning, to take the rest of the survivors to the nearby town of Farden. But this is before the long rest. There are a few scenes that are supposed to be happening. First off, as you are all in your separate parts of the train, Tempter.
Hmm.
Your old friend Spring, kind of walks up to you as you're getting ready to power down for the night. And they kind of sheepishly stand in front of you for a second, not say anything.
Tempter's gonna look at them and say, "Is there something you need?" What is on your mind?
I have an idea, and it might be bad, but it might. Take a walk. Take a walk with me.
Of course.
She steps out of the giant hole in the side of the train that has tipped over onto its side, and starts walking out into the desert night.
What is your idea, Spring?
She's leading you about 60, 80 feet away from the train, and you realize this is where the worm tunneled.
Why are we at the worm's tunnel?
I wanted to look at it, and you see she's standing in front of it. The entrance to the tunnel is now pretty much buried in sand. You could still kind of see bits and pieces like of the tunnel poking through, so with enough, probably with like 2-3 minutes of work, you're able to dig a hole enough big enough to get into the tunnel, but she's just staring at it.
What's on your mind? You seem distraught at the tunnel.
Oh, help me dig this out a little bit?
For what purpose?
Well, I just need to check something.
Okay. Tempter's going to start digging in the tunnel.
As you do this, Tempter pulls out from a little satchel bag a torch and lights it and sticks it in the sand before helping you dig out a hole
You
big
mean
enough.
Spring?
You mean spring?
You mean
Did I say
Spring?
fuck
You
Spring?
said
Yes.
Tempter.
I'm just like I have a torch.
No, Spring pulls out the torch. Sorry.
I have a torch.
Spring pulls out the torch, lights it, sticks it in the sand, and starts to help you dig a hole big enough for the both of you to enter. And once that is done, she picks up the torch and then is just standing at the entrance of the tunnel.
What are you looking for?
I wanted to look at the tunnel itself.
But the worm is already gone.
Oh, yes. You first?
I suppose. Tempter's going to jump into the hole. and look within the immediate vicinity within the tunnel.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Fuck. I need to actually get it. I'm not prepared. I'm so sorry.
Perception. Okay.
You look around. The tunnel goes in about 80 feet before it drops, just straight vertical drop. The actual walls of the tunnel itself are very rough. Kind of like goes from sandstone mostly into the start of actual like more harder earth. But you don't notice much other than that, other than you kind of turn around and you see Spring is just standing at the entrance.
Are you coming down?
She's just staring.
Are you okay?
Huh?
Spring,
What?
are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And she takes a few steps in, um, still staying near the entrance, but she walks over to the wall of the tunnel and looks around the tunnel itself. You see her just kind of like running her hand against the wall, this slight grinding of metal on stone.
What are you looking for?
I recognize this tunnel.
This specific tunnel?
Not specific. Type of tunnel.
Oh,
Here,
are you...
the walk with me, and she exits the tunnel.
Spring, what is going on?
Oh, and she sits down on a sand dune like near the entrance, and starts rummaging through her pack, and you see she pulls out this roll of paper. And she's like, "Okay, no, sit down. Look at this."
Okay.
And she unrolls this roll of paper, and it's an actual map of Tia, which I'm going to repost into the chat for you all to see. She points to, on this map, this rock outcropping in the desert on the railroad to Silence, and she points out that, and she's like, "I've done a bit of exploring on my time in Tialis, and I saw that. It was interesting. It's just a giant mountain in the middle of the desert. Just one big mountain. Not a mountain range, but just one giant rock. And there are tons of tunnels like these going in and out of the mountain. I think that's where this thing came from.
You think it lives at that mountain?
Maybe. I don't know why it would move so far away, though.
I had just assumed it simply lived underground in the desert.
From what I've seen, the deserts are dangerous. There are creatures and monsters and bandits and lots of bandits, but I've never seen anything like this before. Except for the tunnels. Yeah, sorry. I wanted.
Are you saying these tunnels run throughout all of the desert of Tialis?
I don't know if that's a possibility. I would think something that big wouldn't want to wouldn't want to move that far away from a settled home, but I don't know. It came pretty far south.
That is interesting. What I'm wondering is why the tracks were dismantled. Was that also the worms doing?
I think it might have. I don't know though.
I do not know how intelligent a purple worm is, but the attack, because of the railway, does feel deliberate.
Sorry, I wish I I wish I knew more.
So did I. I wish I could have prevented this incident.
Tempter, you can't prevent everything from happening. There's no way you would have known this could happen.
But maybe if I had just seen it happen, I could have done something.
There was no way for you to see it happen. It literally came from underground. There's no way you could have seen it.
I simply wish there was more we could do for the people.
I agree with that. But I think that's what we have to do from now on, is just make sure these people get somewhere safe.
You're right. We need to get them as close to civilization as we can, away from the desert.
Yes. Yes. I agree. Let's head back to the train.
Yes, let's head back.
The two of you walk back to the train and head back. In the meantime, while this is happening, is there anyone else who wants to do a scene before the night is up?
Yes.
Okay, Prar.
Par's gonna find Takek and the doctor.
Alright.
Um,
Hello.
I'm gonna do something possibly quite stupid.
That's my job. I'm the one that does stupid things. You know, almost like getting eaten by a giant worm. You know that.
Consider you don't have to have a monopoly on that. But Takek, you remember in the Feywild with the Ooblex, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try reaching out to it instead of it coming to me every time.
Oh, that is a little stupid.
How can I help?
And I don't want, if something goes wrong, I don't want no one to, like, I trust you. And if something goes wrong, I trust you'll be able to take care of it.
I would like to take us away from, because if I remember correctly, we're currently inside of a train car full of people, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Possibly,
Then
yeah.
I would like, is this happening now? So we should, you know, takes like their thumbs and just kind of like,
I'm assuming there's like an empty train car or something.
what?
There's probably an empty train car that we can go usurp
Yeah.
for this.
Right now, I would say no. There were 4 train cars. One has been completely demolished. So
Yep. And then there's this one that we're in that's knocked over.
mhm. all the 3 intact train cars are all knocked over.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So kind of the the front and the back train car is being split for pedestrians, and the one with you,
I thought we were pushing everyone into one car so that we could see everybody.
were you pushing everyone
we
into
could-
one car? Okay,
I was pretty sure that's what we did last time. Like I
No,
was
that
like
means I'm here.
it has been a minute. If you pushed all the civilians into one car, they would probably be in the end car because that's where all the food would be kept.
Yeah. So, because I'm almost certain I remember saying that myself. I was like, okay, well, we need to make sure that we can take care of everybody, and I'd rather just like protect one area than having to protect four. So, or two, three, whatever.
Are you guys in that room with all of the people or a different room?
I think probably took the doctor.
Since
took
I
us
was
out of
watching
that
out
part.
for people, I would have been looking after everyone. But if you took us out to like talk to
We
us,
can-
then that's
Yeah.
different.
We can say, since I wasn't taken for this scene, Daisy is taking over watch on the people.
Yeah.
Fair.
Makes sense as to where I am.
That's like the main
Yeah.
reason why Per has not taken everyone else.
That's why I
It's like,
wrote in the
someone's gotta look
distance,
after.
that damn kid.
Hi.
Ah. Oh my god.
You can, since they're in the fourth train car, you can take everyone to the first train car, which is the kind of like employee train car. It does have a few like passenger seats up there. But yeah, you could, if you want to use that, you can.
Sorry.
Once we like get situated, Per's just gonna sit up against some kind of wall, close his eyes, and he's gonna try and sleep, but also like he doesn't know the fuck this work. He's just trying shit. He's actively trying to reach out.
Okay. Is there anything you as the player are like? Is there anything that part's doing specifically to try to reach out, or is he just trying to reach out?
Also, while this is happening, I actually would like to just cast Sanctuary over Prar, just in case.
Okay.
Yay. He's gonna like look to Kak and be like, I promise, I think I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about this. And he's gonna take a dagger and just sort of like hold the blade in his palm, like squeeze it so that it is cutting into his skin.
Okay.
You can turn into a goo boy.
Goo! You're goo!
Please don't go from my favorite goo boy to my least favorite goo
You're just
boy.
gonna take 2 points of damage for that.
Okay. I was expecting some damage.
That's kind of what happens when you damage yourself.
You watch
Yeah.
as you grip this blade, very slowly, just this dark red crimson blood just starts pooling up in your palm and then spilling out.
He's gonna just hold the dagger in his hand and close his eyes.
Okay. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, what does Sanctuary do?
Sanctuary helps against people attacking you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You close your eyes and just this picture into the darkness of just the back of your eyelids. The doctor and Takek, you both see just very slowly the blood in his hand just starts pooling back up into the hand and is starting to solidify on the hand, almost healing the cut. But almost frustratingly, nothing like you don't even notice this is happening. You're just trying to focus, and nothing seems to be happening to you. Oh, you are muted.
Penis. I nudged the doctor with my elbow, and without saying anything, I go, look
Yeah,
at the hand.
pull, pull. Both of us pull.
Bro, you
Sorry.
spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Nothing seems to be happening. What do you do?
I'm gonna open his eyes and sort of like look at his hand again, and just like
Obo, stop trying to distract us.
um hmm hmm I think he's gonna take his fiddle. How far away are we from the civilians cart?
You would be around 90 feet away.
So far enough that if I start playing, they're not gonna hear it.
Mm,
He's gonna go to a distance where they're not going to be disturbed by him starting to play something.
you would have to leave the train car.
That's fine.
Okay. So you head out of the first train car, go about another, I would say like 60 feet down the track. What do you do?
I think he's just going to start playing
okay?
with like no plan, no like an idea of what kind of song he's gonna be playing. He's just playing with the intention, and like he's trying to channel this through magic of like, look at me.
Question for Takek and the doctor: are you following?
Yes.
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 Okay. I want you to roll a performance check.
Ooh, me?
No.
Ah. Makes sense.
You start playing, and your music starts out slow and methodical and beautiful, but as you go and play more and more and more time passes, you get frantic, and the music gets more intense, more intentional, more angry. And you take a moment and you just play and play and play and finish this piece. Nothing happens. What do you do?
I think he's gonna start playing again. But he's gonna try and cast Dissonant Whispers through himself to the Ublox. If it's not going to listen to him, he's going to make it listen.
Okay. This is bending the will of magic to your whim.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need a roll. I'm gonna need just a flat charisma roll.
Are you? I'm gonna go insane. What is the point of these nice modifiers?
Your roll's so shit.
The one good roll I had was self-restraint.
Start playing again and playing and playing, and then you try to focus your magic outwards and are having trouble getting it to connect to anything. Tekek, Hemlock, you're just watching this frustrated performance. Good music, beautiful music, but just a cacophony of anguish.
By the end of the second song, he does break a string. Like, he's going so hard on this fiddle.
This is the nice fiddle you bought in Lightport.
This is the nice fiddle.
This concerns
I don't think he
Hemlock.
has any, like, I don't think he has any spare strings with him, but he's gonna get some whenever they get to the beginnings.
Instead, I walk up and I lightly touch Prar. I like put my hand out for the fiddle and I cast mending. I fix the string.
You'll seem a little very upsetty spaghetti.
Some reason that thing just decides if and when it wants to listen to me. And I am tired.
I mean, it seems to come out the most when you're, well, sleeping. Well, that's the last time I saw it. Was you were like asleep, and then it was like you weren't asleep, but it wasn't you. I turn to the doctor and I go, "Do you have any sleeping poisons?"
Any poison can be a sleeping poison.
That you can
That
wake up
isn't
from.
permanent.
I can whip one up, yes? Can I whip one up?
I looked at Prar and I'm like, sleep was the best thing. That worked.
I have the spell sleep.
Oh, then can you cast sleep
But can
on
you cast it
yourself?
on yourself?
Because is it if it's not a concentration, I guess you could. But like if it is, then I feel like you would break concentration by sleeping.
It's not a concentration.
Oh, then I guess that's all. Olive or
Yeah, I'm looking. Give me 1 second. Target. Wait. Creatures within a 20-foot point of view. What are the current hit points?
you need a mirror then, because you got to see them.
You can see your own hand.
Oh,
So
never mind.
look down.
The only thing I will
enough.
say, it goes from like lowest hit points to highest. So the doctor and Tekek will have to move away.
Yeah,
I don't have the spell slots to even cover my own hit points anyway.
I'm trying to see.
Unless I decide.
Wait. Starting with discussion.
But can I whip up something that'll put you to sleep, but not forever?
Okay, if you want to do, it's not saying a creature can choose to be affected by sleep.
Yeah.
So I would say with the current hit points, no. But if you want to lower your current hit points,
I punch Prar. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
However, I did
Oh,
for a second
my
before
God.
before the sleeping. I was thinking like, are we gonna have to threaten your life? And I was gonna ask the doctor instead of a poison.
I was gonna suggest threatening their life too.
I was gonna grab Worm and be like, ooh.
I feel like threatening Prar's life is a bad ending for all of us.
Yeah, which is why I wasn't
know.
trying. But I will say, the 15 wisdom save that I rolled was to stop Prar from stabbing himself. If I had rolled under a 10, he would have just gone...
Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh, lovely.
That's what an enlightened use is.
Don't do that.
Olive, once again, can I whip something up to put Prar to sleep, not forever?
Yes. Before that, I want you to do me a favor and just roll me a we're gonna just do a flat intelligence check to see if you have what you need on you.
All right.
Oh, me? Oh shit.
No,
that's
no,
a
no.
four.
I'm
Or-
assuming not me.
The
My
dice
bad.
is
Too
better.
bad.
No, I don't.
Ignore mine. It's coming. I promise. It'll get there soon.
That's
My
a
Wi-Fi's
4.
bad.
I died.
Yeah. You needed an 8.
Oh
got the
my
8.
god.
No. If you could give me a reason why Tekek would have herbalist supplies.
I am a cleric.
Cleric is different than herbalist.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm a cleric druid.
Tekek, roll an intelligence check.
I'm not
Probably gonna
good
be a
at
higher
those.
check.
That's why I'm making you roll it.
Great.
Okay.
I'm assuming mine was higher. Not an 8.
15 actually. Wait, okay, I'm gonna fix. Okay.
Wait, I'm a druid. Couldn't I just like make plants do the thing with the growing in this?
We're in the middle of the desert.
I
That-
know,
We're in
but
the
I have
desert.
dirt. I specifically have dirt.
That's what I was making you roll for, is to see if you could
Oh.
remember that.
Remember that I have dirt, but I do have
Yeah.
dirt.
Remember that you can grow stuff. Last thing, do you have the Druidcraft cantrip prepared?
No, everything that I have is from the fight, which I did not prepare Druidcraft. I prepared a bunch of other like fighting spells and protection spells. So no, I do not have Druidcraft.
I was gonna say that's what you would need to be able to do it.
It could be really funny if we just give like Prar a cup of chamomile tea and a fluffy pillow, and that's what gets him to fall asleep.
And then I punch him in the face. You'll trust me. You'll go to sleep. I pick Prar up, and I fly and rockabye baby.
You're gonna just
I thought you were gonna fly and drop.
No, I was gonna fly because stars, and then rockabye baby
Oh my God.
in the
No.
treetops when the wind from I don't know the song.
Oh,
Like,
Oh.
I do not have
goodness.
the materials I need to whip up something to make you not sleep forever. Sorry. I could
And
knock you
I
out. I could hit you across the head with
You
your
could just
stick.
knock me out, yeah.
I could, yeah. Real hard across
could just,
the,
like, see-
the noggin.
I could just like lie down and see if I could fall asleep.
That's true.
That is also a We're a little stupid.
Yeah, try
We can
going to
going
bed.
about this.
Try going to bed.
Yeah,
We're gonna. He's gonna go back to that initial car that we were in, where he tried like holding the knife. He's just gonna like see if he can pass out, leaning against the wall.
Okay. Do me a favor, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Cool.
Discord isn't picking up my noises, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Hemlock.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The last time this happened.
You
Wait, are we doing wisdom saves too?
no. You
Okay.
two are back in the train car with Prar, watching Prar just kind of
Sit there.
sit there, just trying to fall asleep. And you see, like, every once in a while, he'll, like, shift, move, grumble, like, huff. Just definitely
I
frustrated.
would like to.
And then you just see Prar go slack.
Oh.
And just
Uh-oh.
hits the floor. Prar's head just slamming against the metal floor.
Just looking. Well, he's dead.
Oh, no.
Wow, they need sleep more than I thought.
And now a special guest
Ugh.
introduction of
Oblex!
Oblex!
Do
Who doesn't love
you
a
two
little
do
Ublex
anything
time?
when this happens?
Uh-oh, sisters.
Well, they were already laying down, so I just, I assumed since this is a train car, and you said there were some passenger places, there's a pillow and or blanket around, and I just kind of tuck them in to the floor.
I give him a little pat on the head. Like, but not on the head, like on the face.
Just
Yeah.
There are like some like cushions around. You start gathering cushions and blankets. Hemlock, you go and just go to pat Par on the face, and you pat, and then you pull your hand away, and then just these trails of
Aw.
slime sticking from Par's face to your hand.
Yeah.
This is rapidly turning into my least favorite goo boy.
I take. Is there any like cloth or napkin or anything around? Since this is the
You're holding a
employee part?
blanket.
Yeah, but not this one. I already put that on Rar.
You haven't put it on Par yet.
I
You-
put on Prar without touching Prar, and then go find a napkin.
you kind of like toss it on Prar, and you watch as it hits Prar, it starts to like
Turn it to goo.
soak.
Knew it.
It's starting to get
Oh no, it's soaking
wet.
Prar. You guys seen that elemental movie where Wade falls into a sponge?
Oh my
I'm
god.
freaking out.
Felicia, you just fucking killed Prar.
I didn't know a sponge would do it.
And as you go to grab a napkin, Hemlock, you're watching this just like you pulled your hand away now, and there's just like a thin residue of. I was exactly gonna say that. That's literally what I was gonna say.
Nibiru.
For real.
Hemlock, you're just looking at your glove as this just like residue is on your gloves, and you look over at Prar, and just this small puddle is forming around Prar. Small puddle of red, very much as you posted the fucking image of the gift, like Howl from Howl's Moving Castle when he's depressed.
Literally, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking, and then you posted that.
That's a goop boy.
God.
That's a goop boy.
That is one goopy boy.
That is a goo boy.
That's a
A boy
goober.
goo.
Boy.
Praz a certified
Goo.
goober.
A certified goopy goober.
Yeah.
Tikek,
I'm a goopy. Oh.
you grab a napkin.
I grab a
what are you
napkin.
doing?
I'm wiping the doctor's hand off of Prar's goo, and then as I assume the goo is still on the napkin, I just I'm like, if I take this and throw it away, does that get rid of Prar? I'm just gonna put it on Prar, and I like put it onto Prar's skin, and like just okay. Gross.
Par is sticky.
I know, but don't make
Not
fun
for
of
a
him when
reason
he
to
wakes
used
up.
to.
I know. Don't make fun of him when he wakes up.
I will be.
I know.
Prar. I'm gonna pull you to a separate
Hi.
VC.
Bro.
Oh,
let's
no.
go. No,
Bye.
Bye.
Good luck, soldier. Good luck.
Good.
You You're sitting there on the
Sorry,
train.
You're alone.
You're sitting there on the train, trying to fall asleep, trying to fall asleep, trying to fall asleep. You're frustrated. You're getting just angry and frustrated. And all of a sudden, you don't know what's going on. You don't know where you are. You don't know what's happening. And then there's the door in front of you. You just see a door in front of you.
I'm gonna take a look around.
You are... Everything around you is dark, but not the normal, almost like liquid void that you're used to in these dreams. In fact, this doesn't even feel like a dream. It's just darkness, the lack of anything, and then directly in front of you a door. It's familiar, you don't know why.
He's gonna knock. Just a little knock.
You knock on the door, and you hear a muffled voice on the other side. A familiar voice. Florin's voice. You hear, "What is it you want? I'm in the middle of work. I told you not to disrupt me during work."
I'm gonna very slowly open the door.
You open up the door, cracking it open just barely, and you look inside and you see Florin's workshop. Exactly like you used to remember it. Exactly like you used to remember it. This is... you're not even remembering it, dude. You are in Florin's workshop. And you see Florence near the end of the room, just back to you, working on some kind of magical item.
Lauren?
Yes, bro, what's up?
When's the last time you saw me?
During lunch. Remember, we went down, made sandwiches together, stopped by Marv.
What's the date?
What do you mean?
What's the date today?
God, I don't even remember. I spend too much time down here, don't I?
He's just gonna walk over and pull Florin into a hug.
You pull him into a hug and wrap your arms around him, and you just hear a small chuckle. And he like awkward, like he has his hands up, not like almost at a defensive point, just like, what are you doing? And he like half turns his body back to look at you as you're just hugging him.
He's just gonna like nuzzle into the back of Florin's neck. This isn't real. I said,
What are you... what?
the last time I saw you in person was under the church in Harenfer.
Wait, the church? The Church of the Raven Queen?
The church. The church that has been empty for years.
Well, I mean, when all the clerics kind of moved out, it has been empty for a while. I didn't want to stay in this town anymore. No, wait, there is one cleric there who kind of keeps it running.
Did you ever think why they all left?
Well, kind of the same reason everyone else left. They got sick of people like me. Sick of the newcomers in town ruining their small, quiet life.
I'm sorry, I'm just like dying in the back. What do you remember? How long has it been since I got here?
Well, it's been about a year now, maybe a little over that, since you kind of been part of my life. You good, kid? You never like you never talk this much. You good?
I think I have to get out of here.
No, I have too much work to do. I know the people here don't really like mages, but I kind of keep to myself and kind of do my best to be as nice to the neighbors and hope that one day they'll accept me.
I think you're the best dad I could have asked for.
You see him, upon hearing this, just immediately just he has just like a blank expression on his face, and as he's processing what he heard, into just a complete beet red face. And he just kind of starts stammering over his words, and he's like, I uh, oh wow, thanks, kiddo. What's going on? Did Marv put you up to this? Did anyone say anything to you? What's happening?
Nah, I just kind of felt like it, you know?
Oh, I mean, I can't really complain about that.
Kara's gonna look out the window.
The Lauren's workshop is a basement, actually.
Yeah.
Because of how dangerous the
Yeah.
experiments that what he works on. It's kind of half basement, half magical protection bunker. More protecting the people on the outside than the people on the inside.
He's gonna look back at the door. Because I don't think he closed it behind him.
You look back. The door's gone. Just where the door should be, it is just a blank wall.
And there's no other way out of his workshop, is there?
Nope.
He's just gonna look around. See if there's anything out of place. Anything different.
Roll an investigation check.
Roll 20's gonna fucking kill me.
You look around, it's kind of like the semi-dark. There's some magical lanterns on the wall. You see a few projects that Florin had once explained to you, a few projects that Florin absolutely refused to explain to you. You see one project that he actually let you help with once. That's kind of half done in the counter, and then you see the blackened scorch marks around that counter from the accident that happened. Hence why you temporarily got banned from the workshop.
Oops.
But nothing seems too out of place. Aside from the door.
What's the most exciting thing on this continent, do you think?
Oh, wow. This continent?
Yeah. Or maybe beyond it. What's out there?
Huh. But strictly speaking, this continent, I would say, probably tide pool. An entire city underwater. That's pretty cool. Just and it's a tourist destination. Um, Off continent. I mean, there's a ton of stuff out in the world, but the thing that I've always been curious about is the unknown continent. It's, I mean, it's unknown. I mean, I'm the curious type. I kind of like to figure out how things work. So something so mysterious is kind of cool.
I want to go see it. There's so much out there.
There is.
It's one thing to like read about all of these things out there. I want to see it for myself. My own two eyes, see what people are like outside of our little town.
I mean, absolutely. There's so much out there. I hope one day you can see as much as you want.
I think at some point, like, Par moved away from Florin to. He probably moved away from Florin to just like look around the room, refresh his memory of how it all looked, because he didn't get a chance to go see his workshop last time he was in Harenver. And he's gonna move back and sort of like pull Florin out of his chair to give him like a proper hug.
You Lawrence standing up at this point, you pull him in for a hug, and just he chuckles again, just very awkwardly, still like kind of hands hovering, not knowing what to do. You're Sorry, I'm not good with this stuff. I'm not used to stuff
I
like
know.
this.
Just indulge me for a bit.
No, I mean, all right. Feel a pat on your head. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw for
Roll 20, don't fuck me now. It's above 15, I'm happy.
me. You take a few minutes just hugging Florin. And at one point, he just, as this is happening, he just starts awkwardly humming a little tune to himself, just kind of not knowing what to do.
I think Par is like actively taking note of the tune he's humming and just like logging it in his brain.
Well, you don't really need to. It's one that you wrote.
Well, I sort of fucking god, I haven't cried yet.
Any- Anything else, kiddo?
Nah. I'm thanks. I don't think I've said that yet.
Ah, no problem. I'm glad I can help. Now, I'm gonna get back to work, okay? Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't you head up? I'll be up in an hour or two, and we'll whip up dinner. Um, yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah. Par's gonna turn around.
You see the door is there closed.
He's gonna like walk up to the door and like take a hold of the handle, but as he opens it, he's gonna take one last look before he walks in and closes it behind him.
You start to open the door and turn around and look at Flora, and you see his back as he's going back to his work and just still humming that tune. And then you turn around and walk out the door, and you see a set of stairs going up. You see these stone stairs and stone walls leading up towards the open sky. The same stairs that lead down to the workshop, the same stairs that lead up into Farden.
I guess he goes up.
You head up the stairway, and just as you walk up one step after another, you start seeing the tops of buildings, the nearby buildings, and you walk kind of up and out towards what would be the backyard. This is more kind of like a cellar for the workshop. And standing out in the backyard is a majority of the civilians of Farden, all standing in a semicircle staring at you, silent and still.
Farden?
Not Farden, shit. Of of Harnberg. You see right at the front, Florin, staring at you.
What did it? How hard did I have to work to get your attention?
You see the entire crowd of people, about 40 to 50 people, all turn their heads to the side quizzically, all in one swift unison.
Ever since I found out you have been nothing but this looming shadow, this storm cloud that I have had to think about every time I get injured, every time something happens.
We can make you forget.
Want to forget? Are you fucking kidding me? Why would I want to forget anything?
We can be a family again.
Don't. Don't ever call yourself family again. You, as everyone, I don't think I can ever see any of these faces like I did before, apart from Florin, because I know that at least he tried to be someone for me. And I'm not going to let you keep him. But if you're going to be so insistent on having a part in my life, why don't you fucking help me? Give me something worth a damn that I can use to help myself. Fuck is the point of being made of the same thing as you are if I can't use it?
I'm gonna need you to roll me a persuasion check. Maybe. With time.
And when will that be?
And you blink. And the eyes are staring at you, and you blink, and you. The crowd is still there. But you blink, and the crowd has moved. You have moved. You are underground, deep down in the cavern, where you first saw the Ublex underneath the temple. And you see all of these people puppeteered by strings hanging from the ceiling. And you look up, and with your dark vision, you see right at the top of the cavern this massive red blob dangling these puppets down at you. Do you want to be a part of this? Do you want to know more about this? Do you want to use this?
I want to use it, but I have no intention of being a part of this. And he's just going to motion at whatever puppetry. I want no part of this game you're playing.
There is no game. This is survival.
Maybe for you.
You'll never be rid of me.
I don't expect to. But you can't really say that if I plan on killing you one day. Who's gonna stop me then?
You can kill me. You won't be rid of me.
That's fine.
I'm proud of you.
Why?
My greatest creation. Child.
One day, I'm going to make sure that you can't hurt anyone else again. But before that, you're going to teach me what it means to do this. Because I know I'm made of the same stuff you are. So you're going to teach me to use it. Wouldn't exactly be your greatest creation if I'm not. I don't have potential. Oh, if I can't use everything at my disposal.
Maybe. For now, wake up. And you feel yourself just shoved backwards out of the cavern, out of this reality you are in. And you wake up in what you think at first is a cold sweat before you realize you are just soaked with goo on the floor of the train.
Shit.
We're back.
Everybody,
Dearly
beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the
He was so young.
funeral
Sorry.
of
He was so
Frog
young.
Assassinate.
I-
He was my
He lived for
best
only 2 years.
boy.
Quick thing.
2 years.
Okay. I apologize that took so long. I apologize.
We're
But
mourning the death of our friend. Have some respect.
Yeah, we're mourning our comrade. Come on.
quick
Okay.
question
Oh,
for
God.
question for Tekek and the doctor.
Yep.
Did you two stay with
Yes, the whole
Frog?
time.
Yeah.
Okay, about 4 hours later,
Fuck.
you
Oh
see
boy.
Prar just jolts awake. Like Prar, you feel like you know those sleeps that you wake up and you think you're like 4 days have passed and you think you're in a different dimension and like you're just
Yeah.
yeah, you're just so
Yeah.
disorientated. That's you right now.
I think without even
Is
realizing it, there are tears streaming down his face.
this Prar or is this a goo monster?
It's your least favorite goo boy.
You're
You're in
my
Nebraska.
you're
If
my
you have
favorite goo boy. I love
Thank you.
if you have gonorrhea in Nebraska, you can't get married.
Okay.
Good to know. Oh my god.
So
Well,
Par
anyways.
isn't dead? Okay.
Okay, so Prar's alive. Okay, Prar,
You okay, kid?
you good? Good bestie. What went on?
I'm gonna kill that fucking goop. That's the last thing I do.
I'm goo.
You're going to what?
I'm gonna kill him.
Nice.
Others.
I think at one point there was a chance I wasn't coming back from that.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound very jazzy.
I also threatened it. In hindsight,
Oh,
that probably wasn't a good idea.
That probably wasn't a good idea historically.
It then
that's
proceeded to
been-
call me its greatest creation, so I don't.
It made its existence.
That's the
make
opposite
me
of what my master
uncomfortable.
calls
So
it.
there are so there are previous creations?
I'm
Who
scared now.
knows?
I
I
know
hope
Tender's
not.
not there, but that is yeah,
I don't.
that was my thought.
Oh. No.
He's just gonna like stand up and like press the digitation the goo.
You have that spell. Yeah. Slowly you prestidigitate the goo. Your like clothes were just soaked. But with magic, you are able to clean that up, and the blanket, and the napkin, and the large puddle of just red goop on the floor.
It didn't go as badly as I thought it would. I, the player, did end up crying, but it's fine.
Ow.
I thought for once I wouldn't do that in a dream sequence, and yet.
So, so you're good-ish, as good as you can.
As good
really
as I
get.
can be. I didn't
Yeah.
get what I want, but I found I might get it eventually.
Oh. And what is that?
How do I say this without sounding deranged?
But
Goo powers.
goo power? That sounds pretty dope, not gonna lie.
So, like, you know the thing that the Oblex can do with the funky goo and stuff?
Yeah.
I want to know how to do that. Like, I want to know how to use goo and shit. Considering he's like this is like mid him cleaning up. He's just gonna like pick up a little bit of goop and be like,
Oh, well, I don't know if you know this, but you are muted if you're trying to talk.
Your mom.
I didn't know if you were trying to talk or not. Okay.
No, sorry. Chris is here, so I mute, and I may or may not be speaking to him.
Understood. Um, in the meantime, when this was all happening, is there any other scenes that the rest of the party wants to do before the end of the night?
I had one I wanted to do with the doctor, which is a very
Hello.
short one.
Do you want this to be before or after the
Apparently, I'm popular.
It can be
It could be
after.
like, it could be mid goo nap.
I was gonna say if you want Daisy to take the first rest and then like be up for watch for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
It's when I say it's short, I mean it's really short.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey kid,
Hello.
don't you get fucking eaten one more time, or else I'm gonna be the one eating you, you little bitch.
I make no promises.
And Daisy's just gonna glomp the doctor, just
my God.
fully like pull
I have
them
not
in.
heard that fucking word since like
Um,
2012, dude.
glomp. It's an old.
Yeah,
You
no,
won't
it's okay.
understand.
I just didn't hear what you said.
I'm gonna pull the doctor in, and I'm just gonna I love you.
I love you too.
We almost died.
Yeah, we did.
I
But
hope
that's
you know.
I've died more than once, so it's fine. Oh my gosh, that's
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh!
Sorry.
Okay. But I'm not
For
you.
stream context, I took the screenshot of Hal being all gooped up in front of Calcifer, and I just put red over it.
Double gooped up on a Thursday afternoon.
I'm saving that to the D&D folder.
You got nowhere to go.
Before I forget what I'm gonna say, can I go?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not you, little kid. If I will die for you, and I won't come back like you can.
Please don't do that. I prefer more people not die for me.
Then stop being a little dipshit. and I
Is that
told
like
you
is that
even
keeps on
tighter.
happening and I don't like it.
I have a question. Can I squeeze the doctor really hard?
Yeah, you
my
can
God.
squeeze the doctor real hard.
I
Give their
squeeze
back
the
a little
doctor
crunch.
really fucking hard, and your back, your back totally does a little crack.
Oh, a little crunchy cracky.
Bird bones, you just fucking broke him in half.
Yeah, you can mend
I
that.
have
It's
6 hit
fine.
points right now. It's fine.
Oh.
I love you, little shit.
I love you too.
And I'm gonna kiss the top of your head.
I thought you were gonna say, I love you too, bigger little shit.
That was my scene. There we go. That's
Understood.
it. That's what I wanted to do.
I was gonna say, Moon Wizard, what are you doing in all of this? The first night on the train, or the night on the train,
The night on the train?
the night of the collapsed train before heading to Farden. What are you doing?
Ugh. Moon Wizard's having a real hard time right now. And is not like his usual jaunty self. He's going to be pretty reserved actually. And is just sort of mostly just fixing his attention like on the horizon most of the time.
What train car are you in?
Probably like
Because there's the first, which is the one that the prior scene just happened. There's the third, which was your guys' train car, and then there's the fourth, which is where all the civilians are being kept.
Probably like the boarding car where we were.
Okay. You see your party members are moving in and out of there slowly through the night. Tempter, where would you and Spring go? Would you be in that car or with the civilians?
I was imagining I was in the car where we were generally staying in. That's what
Okay.
I was imagining.
Spring and Tempter are both resting, but like asleep or powered down.
I'm still aware of shit.
Mm-hmm. But Moon Wizard, you're just staring out into the desert. Actually, you can't. The windows are facing up towards the sky. I forgot about
Then
that.
I'll be looking.
There's a hole in the wall.
I'll be looking up towards the sky then.
Staring up at the stars.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you belong, Moon Wizard.
Moon Wizard, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Come on, roll 20. I know you can do it, baby girl. Come on. Girl, help.
Yeah, wait, what?
It's not loading.
The roll's not loading?
My character. Oh, there we go.
Oh. Okay. You stare up at the sky, just calmly marveling at the stars. The past few days have been troubling for you, but you find yourself an actual genuine moment of peace. And you are left alone to enjoy it. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before we wrap up this night and move on to the next day?
Nope.
Okay. Then what we'll do, we're gonna go take our 10-minute break. We'll continue at after all that's done with the morning of the next day and heading to Farden. I will see you all in 10 minutes.
All right.
And we'll see you soon.
So
Hello.
So for
Oh, hi.
I'm gonna very quickly talk about this because this shit,
Okay.
it looks like cum. I promise it's not. It's like a matte top coat.
We
This is insane. I know, but like,
My mom watches
we were talking
this.
about nails.
hi mom. We like
Hi,
talking
Mom.
about
Hi, Olive Mom.
Like
So
we
this-
haven't talked about cum before.
Exactly. This is like the shiniest like iridescent green I have. This is it looks shiny, but it's so matte in person, and I'm like insane. I'm so glad I didn't pay for this because it's so good.
honestly, talking about cum is like the least of your mom's worries. I will
Yeah.
just say, because we have talked about way worse shit.
You're right.
Especially on stream.
Especially on
There's
stream.
morning.
Okay.
I want to investigate the train tracks.
Investigate my notes.
The next
God.
morning comes. You're don't look at me like that. I saw that load. It's the next morning.
I'm sorry. We're not sorry. We're not
The
sorry.
sun
You
rises.
know us. We're not sorry.
And for those of you who are up this early, people are starting to get nervous. People are getting rowdy.
Can I say when the sun is like high enough that it's like easy to see, can Tempter go out and I want Tempter to investigate the broken tracks?
Sure. Are you heading out alone? Or are you bringing someone with you?
I was gonna head out alone. If anyone follows me, that's fine.
We'll
Are you-
follow you because
This is
we
like peak of
learned,
dawn, by the way, so I don't know. if
buddy
you'll be
fucking
awake.
system.
Yeah.
Buddy
Okay.
fucking system.
Okay. Tempter just walks out on their own, and Daisy, you just follow.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
passive perception. High goes nope. Follows.
Tempter sees
Don't do that.
Daisy follow behind and says, "Daisy, I want to investigate the tracks.
Okay.
It seems very bizarre that the tracks were simply just broken. Do you know what the intelligence of a purple worm is?"
I was gonna say, none of you technically know that it is a purple worm.
Oh, I thought we knew.
I mean, it
I
was
mean-
a big ass worm that was the color of
It
purple.
was a giant fucking worm that was purple.
So I think calling
not
it a
a far
purple worm
stretch.
is that's just a descriptor, honestly.
I was gonna say, Tempter, I had you roll a history check last session to see if you knew anything about it.
No, I didn't know anything.
You didn't know
That's
anything.
fine.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything, so I'm just like, I don't know what the intelligence would be. So it's just anyway.
I'll be honest with you, Tempter. So I don't even know what my own intelligence would be, and I don't think it's high. So I haven't really spent a whole lot of time. I mean, I've been in the desert, but like, I don't think I grew up in a place with big ass worms usually coming around. So no, I don't think I'd know that.
Even so, I wish to look at the tracks to see how they were damaged, because I believe it is not within the intellectual range of this creature to be able to purposefully destroy tracks to stop the train. I need to see for myself first, but this could be deliberate. So I'm just gonna go to the tracks and do an investigation check.
Yeah, Tempter, Daisy, you can both do an investigation check.
Can I help Tempter?
You can assist Tempter to give Tempter advantage if you want.
Probably a better idea.
I have a -1 to my investigation.
I have a +2. Let's see if we got anything from this. Okay.
Okay.
So they're just kneeling down, looking at the edges of the broken track.
You take a look at the edges of the broken track. The track that is damaged, there's like a good 10 to 15 foot chunk of just track that's missing. The edge of the track is very sharp and it was a actual like damage. There was no like, it wasn't melted, it wasn't blown up. It seems to have like partially been sawed through, and and the sand around where that track is definitely disrupted. You think that the damage to the track is most likely caused by the worm itself.
I think it just ate the track.
I see. I just wanted to.
The break in the metal is very similar to the break in the metal of the train car itself.
I see.
Were you hoping that there was some sort of nefarious plot behind it?
As a player,
I got you.
I know. I was literally just like, this feels convenient. But
no, I get it.
I suppose it would.
A door open. Oh.
I suppose it would be better if the worm was acting alone. We do not need any more enemies out here in the desert.
Yeah.
Thank you for assisting me.
You're welcome. Buddy system.
Buddy system.
Oh, buddy system.
Bunny system. Hunter does an awkward thumbs up.
Daisy has a very genuine giggle to that.
I like
Hunter can be funny sometimes.
I like puns.
Anyway,
it was very punny.
God damn it.
Yes. I intended to make that pun.
Thank you. I needed to laugh.
You're welcome, Daisy.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
Because we just got attacked by a big purple-looking monster worm.
I suppose I've been worse.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, not good that you've been worse, but like good that you're not as bad as before, you know?
Squee.
So I gotta oil up my armor.
I suppose this was just an unfortunate event. I wish I could have saved those people.
Well,
Don't beat
it's
yourself
the
up.
circle of life.
It's sad. It is sad. I just laugh to cope, or I make jokes to cope. It is a really fucked up situation. It is the circle of life, and the circle of life is still fucked up.
And it moves us all.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Sorry.
Yes?
Maybe the purple worm, wasn't really thinking about causing harm. They were just starving. Maybe. Doesn't mean we can't hate it, but still.
I was about to say, I'm like...
Maybe the purple worm was the friends we made along the way.
Maybe you guys are the bad guys, and the purple worm's the main character. No.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Maybe that purple worm was trying to collect food for its family.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, that purple worm ate family, so ate a family, so
It ain't many families.
So many people's
couple.
lives were ruined yesterday. Everyone went quiet. Damn. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
My mind is on tacos. I have a taco staring at me, and I follow.
Yeah, I needed to put my pocky down so I could focus on the conversation.
I very much like the idea that Tempter just said some extremely depressing shit, and Daisy's just thinking about tacos.
I'm hungry. It's been like a day.
We need to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I believe it's safe to rule out that this was not a deliberate attack.
No. No nefarious plot. It would have been more fun. Instead, it was just tragic.
All right, let's go.
Yes, let's go.
I'm sorry. I just saw Lone's face.
What am I doing?
No, it's really funny. Your reaction was perfection.
Wait, I didn't see. What did Lone do?
You gotta like spin up your drink a little.
As,
So good.
as Daisy and Tempter walk back to the train, is there anything? What is the rest of the party doing this morning?
Tacos.
Flying around, seeing if there's anyone nearby to make the trip go faster.
Par's like trying to remember who he knows in Ferdin.
We'll
I
get
know
to
that one little shit thief.
Yeah, we got the thief guy. Fucking
remember
Kyle.
the fucking
thief.
Fucking Kyle from session 1.
Fucking Kyle.
Fucking Kyle.
Of course it's fucking Kyle.
Um,
He better
uh,
have done something.
for-
I'm gonna be real upset with him.
First thing, Takek, you're up,
Yeah.
flying, just kind of doing loops around the train. Roll
Yep.
me a perception check.
Fuck.
that's interesting.
It's coming.
Mm.
Give it a second. Ah, shit.
It always comes back to come.
I don't see
well-
goddamn anything.
It's a not one.
Yup. I run into a plane. That is.
There are no planes.
I know.
That's how
Which
bad
makes it even more impressive.
Takek,
Yeah, I know. That's how bad it is. I got chewed up by a jet engine that
No.
doesn't exist.
Takek, you're actually flying around, and you get hit by this really big wind, and you're like you know how to fly. You're comfortable flying. You're comfortable flying against heavy winds, and so you kind of like lean into it to kind of brace yourself, and then just a shit ton of sand goes into your eye. And like you just have to like stand there and like fly, like hover fly, and just spend the better part of a few minutes just trying to get all the sand out of your eyes.
This sucks.
It's just mildly annoying.
It still sucks.
Tempter's going to go to the doctor and ask
Hello.
if there's anyone who needs assistance traversing through the deserts. Would it be all right if we used your carts and Jade Horse to assist them?
Yes, that's fine. That's all good.
You should
That's
also
also
probably
gross.
inform Tara that we are heading to Varden.
We already told her that.
I thought we told her that the train died.
Yeah, but we
Not
also told
that
her
we're heading to Farden.
We
No.
also told her that we're heading to Farden.
They
Okay,
did
I-
tell, yeah. I remember that.
Okay, I thought we didn't tell them that we're like leaving.
No, that was communicated that you were gonna head
Okay,
to farm the
my
next
bad.
morning. So, what is the game plan?
Big idol crime.
That's not a game plan.
Tempter
That's a
is going to
game
have
plan.
Tempter's going to have the doctor blow up the horse and the carts and basically announce
Blow them
Uh,
up.
yes. And basically announce to the people if anyone is injured or has trouble walking, they can be on the carts.
We could fit an amount of people in the cart.
We
I
have like
think-
50 people in our caravan, like 50 to 60.
Yeah, there's 50 to 60 people. You could probably uncomfortably fit 15, maybe like 18 people in the cart. I would say 15 people or 18 people if you let them use your nest. The top floor. Would
You're
you
not allowed to use the top floor.
do the wait, sorry, say that again?
No one's allowed to go up in the top floor.
15 people.
It's like 15.
Some of the either older or younger, the oldest and youngest of the group, there is one person who joins in the cart who like uses a walking cane to walk, who is like able to walk but definitely has trouble with it. And the rest of the people just kind of awkwardly start gathering around the cart and kind of just looking to you all for direction.
We are traveling to Farden. It is about a day's walk, right?
A day's walk, yeah.
It is about a day's walk from here.
You can trade off. People can trade off walking.
The two guards. No.
Oh.
Oh.
Discord. Oh
no.
Discord, I'm at the moon.
Oh, hello.
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 Hello. You back?
Okay, we're good. I had like, yeah,
Okay.
my internet has just been like cutting in and out recently.
No.
It's homophobic.
The two guards that are left alive just kind of like stay by the front of the cart. You see they have the long swords and then these big rifles strapped over their back, and they are taking these kind of like heavy survival packs with them. And the two trained employees, both Vanessa and the conductor, are kind of staying near them, and they're kind of leading the front of the cart. Everyone else is kind of following behind the cart, just walking. For this trek, I'm gonna want two people to lead this, and I want them to do survival checks to try to traverse through the land as safely as possible. This is going to be a multiple tiered skill check. First is going to be through the rest of the desert.
I'll lead.
I can help
Can
if Card
I
has a bigger
sit
one.
on top of the cart? I only have a +2, but I was gonna say, can I sit on top of the cart and give people bardic inspiration as they're like trying to
I
sort of
have
find their
a
way?
+6 survival, so
I was going to say,
I was
this
gonna
is my
attempt to be
shit.
towards the back
Caravans?
anyways.
Caravans?
so,
This is what Hemlock was born for.
so here's the thing about sorry, quick thing about bardic inspiration, it lasts 10 minutes. This is a multiple hour travel. So I will say, if you want to burn, how many bardic inspirations do you have?
Wait, we slept, right?
Yeah. Everyone slept.
Wait, I can change my spells.
You can change your spells, yes.
My
Give me a
internet
second.
is
I
dying
gotta log
again.
this.
I'm gonna go insane.
Oh no. Also, Zoe, you were gonna say something?
Oh, I was saying I have a +5 to my survival checks.
+6, baby.
I was planning on being in the back anyways.
I've got a
Yeah.
+6 for survival, and I was also
Okay.
planning on flying, just to like watch. You know,
Okay.
like, if you're flying, you can see a lot more than other people.
Mhm.
You know.
No, crow.
I'm just gonna stay towards the back to make sure people don't accidentally like fall
Die.
behind.
Fall behind?
Yeah.
Okay. So being led by Tekek and the doctor?
Hemlock. Yeah.
Okay.
And then followed
By
by the two muscle people.
Temptation. Sounds good.
Two muscle people.
Literally, one has muscles, there's no muscle there. It's just metal.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's metal. It's muscle metal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm strong.
So I'm gonna want Tekek and Hemlock. I want both of you to roll survival checks.
Alrighty then. Ba-ba-ba.
Bro,
Dirty 20, baby. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
that's an 8.
Okay, dirty 20. Between both of you, it takes about
I'm gonna stand in my fucking eyes.
it takes about another 5-6 hours to get through the desert. But you see
Hello?
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 Welcome back.
Hello?
By the
Before
way,
my internet fucking
sorry,
died, I wanted
sorry.
to ask if I could like sit on top of the cart and just constantly play music to try and like bardic inspire.
I'm gonna say no because Bardic Inspiration lasts 10 minutes. This is a multiple hour
Okay.
like skill check.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But the first section of the journey goes well. You are out of the desert, into the plains. There is the second section, which is continuing to follow the train track along the plains, and I'm gonna need 2 more survival checks.
Okay. Which one of us is doing the survival checks?
I'm still in the back.
The two
so
in
not me.
the lead.
Okay.
So
The two in the
Tekek
lead,
and the
so-
doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. There's my one. It's an 18.
Okay.
21.
18 and 21.
We don't need to do shit back here.
We're fine.
You
we vibing.
you continue along the track. Tekek, at one point, you see there, about an hour out of this, you see there are tracks moving alongside the train track, and you kind of like fly down to check on them. But it seems like it was just the tracks from a traveler, maybe 2 people, and then like a heavy beast of burden. But they seem to be old, probably 2-3 days old, so nothing to be worried about.
Okay.
Then you guys, so the second arc of this travel takes, this one's a bit longer, so it takes around 6 or 7 hours. It is getting closer to about, you left really early in the morning. It's about like 3-ish, 4 p.m.
I want to take this time, and I'm going to cast create water, so that we can get some drinks and people.
Okay. You can get drinks for people. Vanessa is actually helping to make sure everyone's fed.
Wait, I thought of something
Okay.
funny. Zoe, I'm DMing you.
Okay.
Don't pull out the mayo jar.
No.
Unless it pulls out water, so I don't know.
I
It
like
can
mayonnaise.
make water.
I just don't know how much. I know that I can create 10 gallons, which
Here.
should be a good bit for people, but I don't know how much water that your jar can take.
8 gallons of fresh water, 12 gallons of salt water.
Okay, so we need fresh water for people to drink.
I could also just a gallon of wine. People can have fun while they're going.
God damn it.
Getting turned up before pre-gaming farting.
Yeah, get turned.
Farting.
God.
I'm not. I don't need a
Farting.
pregame farting. I just shit.
God damn it.
Oh.
We love you.
I'm sorry. I love it.
As
Oh,
we're
no.
I love
walking,
it so much.
Daisy just yelps a little bit as her cheek is bright red. She was leaning against Tempter, and she burned her cheek just a little bit.
Oh my god.
Tempter,
That was a perfect idea.
I'm just like, wait, I forgot about
That's
this. I
so
know I wanted to
fucking
do this.
cute. Ow!
Tempter is just, especially more towards the desert travel, but Tempter is very hot right now. Traveling
Yeah,
all
they
day
are.
under the,
We didn't
the
even.
desert sun.
We
And we're in summer as well.
didn't even need to.
Oof.
Didn't even need to heat metal.
No,
Now you
I am the
Tempter-
heat. I am heat metal. I'm taking damage.
Now you just need to lay Tempter down and crack an egg and throw some bacon on Tempter's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meal time.
That's a great idea, honestly.
Nah.
Then just gonna look towards Daisy. It says, "Yes, I recommend not touching me while we're in such a hot climate."
It's spicy.
I don't believe I am spicy.
You're a little spicy.
Continuing on with the second arc of the
Sure,
travel.
Daisy. Sure.
Continuing on, is there anything anyone else is doing during the travel, during the downtime? Anything people want to do to try to make the travel better or easier?
Hey, Prar.
Yeah.
We should sing some songs.
Take out my
Good.
Yeah, I bring out my kalimba.
It's so Daisy and Farr are playing music. I want a performance check from both
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Whoopee.
Oh, my roll 20 crashed.
No.
Apparently. It's okay. Let me see. Is there can I see where the rolls happen?
So
Did it-
many.
I
I
said,
didn't get a
I
roll
said
from
a
you.
roll through, but
Okay. Is it
Oh
okay?
my god,
Are
I
you
do have the remove curse.
Oh, game log. There we go.
Yeah, it doesn't say you rolled anything, so roll again.
Okay. Yeah, it's not even showing up in my game log. That's a perception check. That's not even no, that's from another day.
Damn.
Performance.
Hey,
21.
okay.
We
Um,
killing it.
we're killing it.
Moving on, like you were breaking off of the second part of the journey onto the third and last part. This is the part that's making the people the most uncomfortable because you're breaking away from the train tracks and heading in a completely different direction. And you see people at first are getting nervous. They are. You see some people are
I cast
starting
calm emotion.
to not
I
even
start
needed.
saying
Oh.
I even
I
have
was
the
gonna say
perfect
with
song for this.
what's the song?
So there's this song called Sarah Was Never from the Dragon Age thing, but it's Daisy Was Never. Daisy was never an agreeable girl. It's just like I really like that song.
Say people were starting either to complain about their feet aching or starting to complain about trusting people they have no prior experience with, but seemingly
We're the heroes of Lightport.
Oh, I'm gonna
bitch.
start.
No,
some of them aren't from
actually
Lightport.
writing. I'm gonna start
But
actually
Tempter
writing
say
a song.
I
and,
know, right? Tempter would never. No, Spring would just be like, they're the heroes of Lightport, bitch. Just Spring would say that.
Wait, no,
Spring would
no,
say that.
no. You know what the best song is? We're
Hmm.
gonna if Prar is okay with it. Do you want to sing the dream song?
No.
dream.
No.
Close your eyes, shut your mouth,
Now,
dream a
now,
dream and get us
get
out.
us out.
Dream,
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 dream, dream.
There we go.
Continuing
After
on.
Eat
Par
my
just had a
dog.
wonderful dream the previous night.
Uh, so with
Yeah.
the accompaniment of very good music between the two of you, um,
Yeah.
people stop complaining, people stop arguing, and just continue to the last stretch of this journey. And I want one more survival check from both the doctor and from the cat.
I didn't do as good this time. It's a 12.
Funnily enough, that's a 17.
17. Okay. Um, breaking you were all breaking away from the tracks, heading just kind of off towards a very hilly area. Tikak, with you flying up above, you are able to kind of like see over the current hill landscape.
Mhm.
And a few times you are able to like flying up above, keeping an eye on the area in front of you. You are actually able to lead the party away from some kind of encampment. The closer you got, the more you realized this is probably a bandit camp. And you are
Yeah.
able to lead everyone a safe distance away from it and continue on towards Farden.
I've just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes.
Would
a
I
thought.
have been able to give any kind of advantage considering I have walked from Farden to New Beginnings before? Would I have recognized any kind of terrain?
You guys aren't
Ow.
following any specific road.
Okay.
Because if you were at New Beginning, there's a road specifically from New Beginning to Farden. You were taking a straight shot from from the railroad to Farden, because I will
Oh, okay.
kind of post the map again, and you can see kind of where you would break off. So it's a shorter travel, but more dangerous because you're off of the track.
Okay. Makes sense.
So this last part of the journey takes about hour and a half. And you all see it is about 5 p.m. You see the outline of a town starting to show up over the hill. And you all arrive safely in Farden.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking farting.
Farting. We're in
As soon as
Farting.
Shit in
Heck
Farden.
gets there, they
No.
land and take a shit. No, I'm kidding. I would like to find the nearest toilet.
whole time.
I've pretty much been
I'd
flying
like
the
to
whole
find the
time.
nearest bitches.
You can find those in Farden.
Let's go.
However, they might be shitting.
Some of them
so
are pissing.
sorry.
It's not girly pop if you ain't taking a shit.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I'm so low.
my God. Fucking, I can't believe this.
We come full circle, guys.
You guys have come full circle. You finally showed up at Farden.
Yay!
Per, you are slightly familiar with this town. The Doctor, you have passed through here once, like once or twice, but did not spend any extended periods of time, and you also weren't allowed in most of the buildings.
I
Because
don't think
you
they're
are
I
still
know
allowed
there's
in
an-
most of the buildings.
And
Oh.
I know there is an Aphrodite's temple here.
There is a temple to Aphrodite. A lot of the buildings, it's weird. This entire town kind of has the same almost modern feel to Vaughn's half of Lightport. Very modern, a lot of lights. Just through magical means, these bright, flashy storefront signs, advertising different places, different bars. There's an apothecary. There is one for a sign for a hostel, which prior you would have spent time in. And you see most of the people are kind of gathering, and the two guards, and then also the train conductor and Vanessa are kind of gathering people, and they turn to you guys and is like, we will take it from here and make sure everybody is properly taken care of. Is there anything you need from us?
I think like a place to stay would be nice.
Oh, well, I've got that Aphrodite's temple.
If not, we could have just used the
True,
card
we do have that.
and the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes, and
And we have the cart.
The guard
Is
kind of.
Is there a bar or something tonight that needs a little bit of entertainment?
Oh my gosh.
You would know that you're actually. You've been here before. There are two bars that you know of, but looking around, there's now a third bar. One of them you're familiar with. The second one that you are familiar with, you never ended up getting into. They did not allow you in.
Why?
It is a very exclusive club.
Ah.
Well, we're the heroes of
Oh.
Lightport, bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Very exclusive, aka
Rich
probably
people.
probably rich, probably a little racist. Who knows? It's D&D.
I was gonna say they just saw you as another bard, and unfortunately, you did not pass the vibe check at the time.
Damn.
That would
You know
be.
what?
I was gonna say
That would make. What about now that he has a fuck ton of trauma? Does he vibe pass the vibe check now?
Who knows?
Yeah.
The bar that you are familiar with is a bar called the Gut Punch.
Oh fuck yeah!
The one that would not let you in. It is a bar / nightclub called the Underdark. It is underground. And walking around, you notice there's a third bar. And Tekek, you also notice this. Near the center of the town, there is a large...
Oh my god,
Bless
Bless
you.
you. Bless you. There is a large, beautiful temple of Aphrodite with a building attached to the side of it, which part was not there last time. But you see this building attached to the side of the temple has this sign in this bright kind of neon pink magic sign that says Aphrodite's Kiss.
That wasn't here last time.
No, it wasn't.
Am I allowed in bars?
Depends on the bar.
I can hide you in my
You're a
beard.
small Aarakocra.
Oh,
You can-
well, I'm Kenku, and like
Shit,
people
shit,
don't really get the whole Kenkus are small. So like, but like, I've been in tavern, like in New Beginnings. I spent most of my time in a tavern.
Do you know how to change your voice a little?
It's not really that big of a deal. You just don't have to talk. Also, the other thing
Hello.
is that I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
maybe just don't talk. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real honest. This is me as a human person. Bars, especially like with very young children, won't not let you in. It's teenagers they don't let in. So
Which
my mom, the amount of times I hung out as like a 6, 7, up to like 10 years old, was just hanging out in bars. Even 11 years old, I was just in bars.
here's the thing:
So
the doctor is a teenager. Are they
I
not?
am a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no one knows Kenku ages. No one knows
That is
Kenkus
true.
that well. So they're like,
Pretend they're just a baby.
if they've never met a Kenku before, I could be like, this is an adult man.
This is an
Not
Par-
adult, but
par-
adult person.
Or roll a history check to see how much you remember from your time here.
Oh, I've got a flat history.
You have advantage because you spent a month here.
Hey.
You did spend an entire month. Yeah, maybe you could sneak it in.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Could I
Why are we sneaking in the doctor again?
So we're not separated.
Yeah, so
could
I
I-
don't have to be left alone.
could I make a check on I don't have good history, but I was here with my old friend Chandler,
You
and
were
I'm
here. I forgot about
and
that.
I have a friend. I have a friend from here.
Yeah, roll a
I'm not-
history check. See how much
cool.
you can
I'm not-
remember.
I'll
If
do it.
anything, I'm just looking for my buddy.
I'll do
Um,
it after this roll, but I'm
Are-
pretty sure Spring has
that's
mentioned
a
that she's
one.
been here as well.
It's not a nat one. It's a 2 technically.
Hmm.
Tinter's going to turn to Spring and ask, "You've mentioned that you've been to Farden, have you not?" I believe she has. I'm pretty sure she has mentioned that she's been here.
Spring has been to Farden. I'm trying to think if Spring would have come with you or stayed with the civilians.
Oh, I thought she was just with me.
She would have stayed with you for now. Actually,
Okay.
no. Actually, she would have talked to you, told you to decide and talk to you, and just said like, "Well, you're in town, at least until you decide to leave. I'm just going to keep an eye on them."
Okay.
Make
All right, then. Never mind. Never mind.
Because it seems like a very Spring thing to do, to make sure the civilians are all right.
Terrible history, but can I still be taking a look, like as we're going, looking out to see if I can see anything that's, just like normal, like perception sort of
Sure.
thing of like if there's any posters for my traveling bard friend or
What's your passive
thing.
perception? I'll keep
My
that in
passive perception's 15.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
That's just passive.
Okay.
I've got a good perception.
Also, very like just
Excuse me.
the town is very like it is lively. There are people constantly moving out and about. And there's also constant music playing, just kind of flowing out of each of these clubs. Um, the the one for Aphrodite's Temple, and more for Aphrodite's Kiss specifically, is a lot more melodic, beautiful. There's a lot of harps in the music itself. The one for Gut Punch is a lot more rhythmic, a lot of drumming, uh, a lot of like heavier music, and the one for the Underdark, you actually can't hear anything down there yet.
I want to go to Gut Punch. I want to go back there. I want to see who's still around because Par absolutely spent so much time there and got so familiar with the bar staff because that's just the kind of person he is.
They're just gonna follow the party wherever they go.
I also want to see if my good old buddy Opal is still around in town.
Your good old buddy Opal, your one night stand.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
one?
Which one?
Yeah, which one? Because you also had a one night stand with my friend who I'm looking for.
And Dove.
And also Dove. Oops.
Fucking whore.
So
I was mostly thinking about Chand.
Shonday.
Chande.
Chandler. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my friend who I call Chandler. Because in my notes I wrote Chandler.
Oh no, his name is actually Chandler, but his stage name and name he wants to go by is Shonday.
Yeah.
But his name's actually Chandler.
I don't know why, but you say Sean Day. My mind thinks Sharpay.
Sharpay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Prar, you take the group over to the Gut Punch.
What kind of door does the Gut Punch have? Is it just like a regular old like double door? Or is it like saloon doors?
They
What's the
are
sitch?
like double like heavy oak saloon doors. They're made in a
Fuck yes.
they're made in a way that swing open very easily, but are also obscuring most of what's going on inside of the club. You see, there is a very buff, very grizzly. There's actually two. There are two very buff individuals standing in front of the bar, just kind of keeping an eye on everyone. They're bouncers. One is a half orc, the other is a Goliath.
So
Wait, recognize either of them.
Uh, roll, roll me a history check.
I love that
We
we don't
did
even
any
have
kind
to
of a
ask if they're hot.
They
just
they are
no.
muscle tees, showing off giant muscles, and kind of like one of them is like doing the thing where you cross your arms and puff up your like your forearm muscles to make yourself seem
I
more
would do it, but I
intimidating.
just
Yeah. Yeah, you recognize the half orc. That would be. Let me double check my notes.
Do I have permission to make a really bad joke?
Oh no.
In character, Daisy's just gonna Daisy's just gonna look at Prior and then look at the two muscle men and be like, "Mm?" And the joke is, I'm just imagining that Prior's definitely been Eiffel Towered.
Oh my god.
I mean probably.
Probably.
The Goliath is new. You don't recognize, but you do recognize the half orc. And you recognize. You remember his name is Tom.
Tom?
Tom.
He is just gonna like walk straight up like Tom, my guy, it's been a while. How's it been?
He looks down at you with this very intimidating glare, looks you up, down, back up again. Rawr.
It's me.
Okay, yeah, I remember you. You caused trouble again.
Ah, dog, you hurt me with your words.
You just
You know I
stare at
would
our
never.
you just stare at our clientele again.
Well.
Car's a menace.
Will my mic pick up, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Farah's more of a menace than I thought. I thought that would be the most menace group member, but no.
Yeah.
Farah's out here making bad decisions too.
Oh, he's been making bad decisions.
What?
The guard looks down at you and he's like, he's been drooling all over our customers. That's what he's been doing.
Oh, that sounds about
Been
right.
here in a
Honestly,
while.
honestly,
Shut
that does
up.
sound like him.
I'm pretty sure
What
the
makes you
customers are
salivate so
drooling
much?
over him.
I was. Well, I mean, we're in town for a little bit. Maybe not of our own volition, but.
What is
Oh yeah,
it?
no.
What is making Par salivate so much?
It's fine, Tempter. It's that one thing we talked about,
Don't-
remember? One
Don't
night
worry
stands.
about it, Tempter.
The
You-
good dick.
Why? What?
I did not need to hear that.
Why? I'm gonna keep that. Like Tempter said that Tempter's gonna ask a question, but after I think they said what?
I don't know what. I didn't say anything.
So, you know how you love me, and I'm like the best customer you've ever had here.
I don't remember you paying that well, but you did play
I was
good
broke.
music.
I've got more money now.
They all say
Speaking
that.
of music,
We do.
no,
We do
he's gonna
have
pull out his
money.
fiddle and be like, "This is brand new. Look at this. Can you imagine how
do we-
expensive this was?"
We have money.
I'm gonna
I
pull
may have
out a
stolen up some
platinum.
bodies, but we have money.
I'm gonna
We have
pull out
been
a
paid
platinum
quite a
and
much.
just like put it on the table. Be
Listen,
like,
There's
got
no-
more.
We
Whatever.
have money.
There are no tables. You're still outside the bar.
We're set aside. Like whatever tab I had open, I'll pay it off. I
Pay it.
promise this time. I'll give them a huge tip. Anyway, do you know if there's any performances lined up for either tonight, tomorrow, soonish, maybe?
We're
I do
looking
miss
for
playing here.
Oh, well, I did not need to know that information.
Oh no!
We're not gonna talk about it on
Oh,
stream.
no.
We're not gonna.
We're
talk
not
about
gonna.
it.
We're not gonna
No.
say what Opal just said.
No.
We're shaming you though.
Or we're
No,
shaming Opal.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
No.
No.
I was gonna say stream's gonna go on for another 20 minutes.
God.
So we'll do.
Opal
We'll
had
do
to leave.
Opal had to leave. We're gonna do a little bit more in the gut punch, and we'll save the Aphrodite's Temple for next
Yeah.
next session.
Okay. I can't even remember what I was gonna say.
God damn it.
I had like a whole like sentence planned out and I just lost it.
The platinum. You were talking about platinum.
I'm gonna hand this to one of the people and be like, you for you.
She just gave a guy a platinum.
Who are you handing it to? Are you handing it?
Wait,
to
I just
Tom?
processed what you just did.
Are you handing this to Tom, the half orc, or the other guy, the Goliath?
The Goliath.
He'll look down at you, and he's got a good like 3 feet on you, and just kind of take it. And you see he like takes the coin and like slips it inside the muscle tee, like down, like, and it goes somewhere, like slides down his pecs.
And then I'm gonna say, can I please come in, pretty boy?
He,
See, I'm not the problem this time.
Y'all need to be put in rice.
you
Oh my
see,
God.
you see both of you, like both of them have this almost like leather strap holster on their hip, and one of them pulls out this silver rod and like holds it out to you. Daisy.
I just want some apple juice.
I don't even know why we're here.
I just want to listen to good music and have non-alcoholic beverages. Can you guys please shut
Okay.
up
The
for 2 seconds?
The Goliath looks at you, Daisy. He's like,
Mhm.
hold this.
Okay.
Don't take it. Hold it.
Oh, that's fine. I won't take it. I promise.
Do you grab onto it?
Yeah.
You grab onto the rod, and it just flashes green for a second. And he's like, "You're allowed in. Go ahead."
What
Thank
the
you.
question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I bring my sibling?
What does the rod do?
You want to find out? Hold it.
It's okay. I hold it with the hand that has the cursed ring on it. Oh, by the way, I'm heavily cursed right now.
The rod flashes bright red.
Oh
Yes,
my
sounds
god.
about right.
He's like, "Cool. You're not allowed in.
But
But
okay, can I
curious.
ask why?
You're
It's
underage."
not
Oh yeah, no, I could have told you that much.
So it recognizes our ages. I see.
Yes.
Do you have like
Makes
sort of like
sense.
a band that we
baby.
can put around their wrists that says that they're underage, so no one gives them alcohol?
They have a little sign.
They
They have a
cannot
little
co-
sign around their neck that says unaccompanied minor.
Wait,
I'll be honest. It's just
I
been a
want Prar to
long
hold. I
day.
want Prar to. I want to see if Prar counts as underage or
I've been in
not.
there before.
I don't care.
Can I? I'm trying.
Yeah, no question. How can Prar count as like qualify?
We know
When Prar is
he's
2
gonna
years
like
old?
actively like.
Yes, that doesn't make
shut
sense.
home
Yes,
the
I'm
doctor's mouth
curious about
shut,
this as
like,
well. I'm curious about this as well. How are
Daisy's
you
just
allowed
gonna-
in? Have you ever been tested like this before?
Okay, stop. We're gonna go one by one first. So you were trying to say something. We're gonna go by
I was
one.
trying to do a persuasion thing, and everybody talked over me.
Sorry.
You motherfuckers. I hate you guys. I love you guys so much. I was gonna do the bracelet thing and be like, I'll be honest, it's just been a very long day, and we're not looking like looking to make trouble. We're just trying to get some food because this little kid almost got eaten by a fucking worm.
No kids
and
in the bar.
Would you like to meet my pet snake? His name is
also-
Worm.
It's also their birthday.
No, it's not.
No kid in the bar.
I'm just gonna hit Doctor's head.
I will stay
Just gonna
outside.
back of your head and be like,
I will.
"Fuck
I will.
you."
I will stay outside with the doctor. I do not eat or drink anyways.
I could
I don't
easily
think I
kill
could fit under
everybody
my
in
hat.
here.
But I don't know why I'm so curious about this, but
The-
I want Tempter to like get tested by the rod. I
You
know
want
it's
to
really gonna
see a
be mean.
magic trick?
I was when you said okay first,
Uh-huh.
Doctor, you said I could kill everyone in here. The Goliath just stares down at you when you say that.
Oh,
That's just like
my
that's
gosh.
like going to a restaurant and saying, "By the way, I have a gun."
Hers just head
You?
in hand. I just wanted to play music.
Why is this so difficult?
Daisy's just gonna
I-
sigh and walk through the door and be like, do a little
Bye,
salute to
Daisy.
you guys.
Do you want to see a magic trick?
I'm too fucking tired for this.
I
shit.
look up at the Goliath and I say, "Do you want to see a magic trick?"
Do not draw on his face.
Please.
I promise I won't climb on this tall man.
Good.
The Goliath looks down at you with this very intimidating look. Like
Wow.
he's the one crossing his arms to bulge up his muscles more. And he's like,
Hello.
I would actually like to see a magic trick, yes.
Fantastic. I take off my hat. And I turn it inside out.
Yeah.
As you pull out
So there's no
the-
way we're getting the doctor into this, are we?
As you
No.
pull out the dunce cap, he looks at it and he's like,
So I got the magic did this.
Yeah,
I threw a rock
funny
at
little
him.
one.
Would you like to meet my pet snake?
I'm actually quite terrified of snakes.
Okay, then I will not do that.
I would still like to see it.
I would still like to see
Fantastic. I pull out Worm, and this is Worm. If you know anything about snakes, you will know that this is the most venomous snake in all in the on the plane.
The Goliath looks to the rest of the party and like, the kid can't go in, but I'll make sure that they're entertained.
Thank you. Actually,
They actually
very
take
sure.
the Goliath takes 2 steps back once you mention the most venomous, but it's still like arms crossed, looking like kind of like very much like 4 or 5 feet taller than you, but it's just like
Hemlock's used to big intimidating people.
Pro's gonna like take a step over, like turns away from Tom's, like, "What's your name?" Like very clearly, just looking him up and down, like.
Timmy.
No,
Prar.
bad.
Look.
No.
Prar, I
allowed
will
to look.
intentionally summon the Oobleck here.
My name is Timmy.
Tom and Timmy? Aw, babies.
He's just gonna like hold his hand. I know the drill. Do you mind if I just head inside?
Yeah. And you Tom will actually hold out his rod for you. And you hold it and it
If
flashes green.
If it's Tom, he's like, "Oh, he's so forward." Okay.
Tom
I still don't understand.
Tom chuckles and just like, go on, you're good.
I'm very happily just sort of like almost skipping to the barn.
Tom turns to Tempter and Moon Wizard and holds out a rod and is like, who's next?
Moon Wizard's gonna go and hold the rod.
I think
and
it will be
then-
very
It
fun.
flashes
Moon
red.
Wizard.
And then
Flashes red,
salute.
Moon Wizard.
You hold the rod. It
It blows up.
doesn't
What was that?
light up for like 15 seconds and then it lights green. And you see like it's an awkward 15 seconds where the both of you like you are just staring down at it and like you can see like this look of confusion go across Tom's face as he's like "Wait,
The rod
what
couldn't figure out how
the
old
fuck?"
Moon Wizard was.
The rod.
And like you
Moon
see
Wizard is
it-
just gonna salute and then start waltzing into the bar.
the rod like
Goodbye,
Flick-
Moon Wizard.
the rod flickers a few times before becoming green. Like it flickers green like 3 or 4 times and then becomes solid green. And he's like, and he takes it and just like bangs it against his hands like, fucking, what the fuck? Oh, yeah,
It's
you're
not,
fine,
it's,
go.
it's not the rod. Trust me, it's not the rod. It's Moon Wizard.
It's green, you can go. I'm not paid enough for anything else. You.
That is not a man in armor. That is a tempter.
You need a
Attempting.
warforge?
Yes, a tempter.
Would you like to hold the rod?
Just for funsies.
I don't see why not. And there, yeah, he grabs the rod.
It lights green.
Whoa, who'd have thought?
Whoa.
Will-
Fun
will-
inside without me.
will you be safe out here? I don't know. I feel like I should stay outside just in case.
I was gonna say,
I think I'm pretty good.
Kek will stay outside.
Okay then.
Yeah, since Opa's not here, I'll say Kek will stay outside with the doctor. to make sure
Even
that-
even
then.
if the cat wasn't staying out there with me, like I think I'm pretty good.
I
There's Tom and Timmy.
legit had no idea if I was like actually gonna be allowed inside or
And
not.
we're close enough
Not-
to new
not-
beginnings that if anything happens up to me, this entire town will get wiped out.
You see, as you said that, like
Have fun with Timmy.
Timmy's on his knees, ready to like, and he's like holding his hands up, ready to play patty cake, and then he looks at you, and he's like, "Do you wanna?"
Fantastic, I will. I love this.
And then Tempter's going to like walk in and see where the rest of the party has found
Tempter,
themselves
you're
in
the
there.
last.
What?
You're the last one in. You push open the double saloon doors to this heavy. It's like a wave of sound hits you first, and
Oh!
like you didn't You noticed it before, but it wasn't conscious until you step in. You hear this heavy like bass, bum 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 bum, and like drum. Like you see, there's a stage with this heavy bass player, two drummers, playing like on stage playing these like big heavy like almost like congas. One and the other was like playing this like almost like this giant drum, this heavy bass, and then you also notice there are a lot of very buff shirtless men. This is a male strip club, uh, mostly populated by orcs and half orcs, but there are some Goliaths, some dwarfs, and there are stripper poles,
Yo.
of like in between the tables. There's a reason people not of age are not allowed in this establishment. And with
Okay.
that, okay, what were you
I
gonna
was
say?
just gonna say, Prar's already like flirting with
can-
the bartenders.
I can see why Prar likes this place.
And with that, we'll end the session.
Hemlock like makes 2 threats outside. Like,
Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all have a good week. We'll continue in the gay bar next week.
can Cheppy show
Oh.
up?
We'll see. We'll see.
Can Cheppy?
Spring is gonna be so jealous of Tempter.
We'll see you all next week. Thank you all for stopping by. Have a good night.